afternoon. It is past 12 o'clock in the afternoon here already. Unfortunately, we are not going to the farm because my husband is sick, and so I'll just stay here at home and I'll be doing all my chores. A lot of you have commented about my previous video regarding the selling of the apartment, and I'd like to just clarify things. A lot are still concerned why we are selling it, and it's not just because we want to expand the farm. A lot of things that you actually can do when you have the amount of money, and you can actually distribute your capital to different ventures. So it's not just for the farm, actually, guys. In fact, the reason why we wanted to sell it, because we also wanted to buy another piece of land and use it as a commercial space. So still another venture. It's not just probably the expansion of the farm. That's just one thing. But even if the apartment will not be sold, or even if we are not going to sell it, we're still going to expand the farm no matter what, because we really believe in our current venture right now. So if then dun kami mag-invest talaga. So ayan, agriculture wise, maganda yan dito kasi yung sa area namin, hindi marami yung nagpapaitlogin. Kasi nga, of course, mahal lang yan ng mga feeds, diba? Tsaka, more of them ay mga backyard lang. So, siguro pinakamalaki dito na farm is not even more than 10,000 heads. Pinakamalaki na yan So, yan, it's a very good time for us to really expand. So again, just to clarify things here, guys, the selling of the apartment, it's not because we just want to expand the farm, use the money, all of it. No. Para lang yon sa parang baga may options kami. And at the same time, yung pera doon, ipapark namin yung iba. At the same time, siguro for future ventures. Ang naano kasi namin, napansin kasi namin sa apartment building is, sinasabi ng iba, it's passive. It's not completely passive, to be really honest. That is because kailangan mo din, pag may maintenance, may reklamo yung tenant mo, kailangan mong asikasuhin, di ba? So, it's not really completely passive. Though, hindi naman talaga siya monitor mo, kagaya ng ibang businesses. Pero yun nga lang, if you really have to think about it, it's not completely passive. Nasaan na ba ako? Anyway, one thing pala, the reason also sa having an apartment business is that hindi siya basta-basta mababalik yung capital mo, or baga matagal-tagal pa bago mabalik sa iyo yung pera, kasi medyo malaki yung puhunan mo doon, 'di ba? Pero may capital appreciation, tawag doon, yun ba yun? Parang lupa lang din, nag-appreciate kasi hindi naman talaga yun bumababa. But at the same time, your limitation mo dun is yung pera mo, hindi mababalik. Pero, time is, magkakakampi mo dun. So, kung medyo matagal-tagal pa, wala ka namang ginagawa, then keep the apartment. Pero para sa amin din kasi, we have our own house na din naman may bahay na din kami sa, yun nga lang, nasa ibang subdivision. Pero I chose not to live there kasi gusto namin ng parang independence from our in-laws. Kasi ang nangyari kasi doon, yung asawa ko, when we were still single, bumili kami ng bahay at lupa. Tapos magkatabi lang. So, ginawa niya, Pinatira niya yung parents niya ngayon doon sa unit niya. At sa unit ko, walang nakatira doon. So, if gustuhin naman talaga namin, pwede naman kaming tumira doon. It's just that I just feel uncomfortable na living beside sa parents niya. Kasi, of course, sa akin, parang iba-iba yung culture namin, diba? So, at some point, kung pwede, hindi na muna kami magsistay doon. Pero, in case lang ha, mabenta tong bahay na to, tong apartment na to, then definitely, siguro temporarily we'll stay there. Tapos hahanap kami ng lupa, magpapatay kami ng bahay, and then, yun lang. And it would be our retirement home already. So, yung retirement home would be bungalow lang. Kasi, nung nakikita namin yung mga senior namin na mga na parents, we observe na hindi na nila kaya talagang pababa at pataas sa hagdanan. So, yun. We wanted bungalow kasi gusto namin nasa easy access lang sa amin, tsaka hindi kami mahihirapan. A lot of lessons we've learned along the way since we arrived here in the Philippines. Dami namin natutunan, may pagkakamali. Of course, pagkakamali namin yung bumili kami ng truck without even, alam mo yung hindi namin pinag-aralan yung transactions or yung business ng trucking business. So, ayan, pagkakamali namin yan. But, life goes on, and the good thing about it is that we're healthy and we're still very young. This is a good thing about going back home in the Philippines when you are still very young, because you can still afford to lose money and you can afford to get back up. Kasi pag matanda ka na, gosh guys, ang daming mga limitations. Limitation mo mismo is your health. Hindi basta-basta ang mawala ng pera dito sa Pilipinas. Tapos, ka na, medyo may edad ka na, at saka mahirap na yung health mo. So, good thing for us, hindi pa kami 40s, tsaka kaya pa namin bumangon. So, dun kami very, very thankful. Super actually positive kami sa business venture namin, kasi nakikita talaga namin na talaga to. It's not gonna go out of trend. So, paitlugin, that's basic commodity. Hindi yan mawawala talaga. And at the same time, manalangin pa rin tayo na laging maganda yung panahon, walang masyadong grabe yung malakas na bagyo. Kasi alam mo naman dito, diba, especially sa Pilipinas, parang ilang times tayong babagyuhin in 1 year. Pero at the same time, hopeful kami for the future na everything's gonna be okay. Meanwhile, napaka-boring talaga pag nandito lang kami sa bahay. Siguro hindi na ako sanay na dito lang sa bahay. Kasi wala na akong ginagawa eh. Tapos na ako sa mga household chores. Pero wala akong choice. Anyway, meanwhile, dami kong nakikitang nagbibenta ng RTL, ready to lay chicken. Nako guys, mag-ingat kayo dyan. Yung sinasabing fully vaccinated, nako, huwag kayong basta-basta maniwala. Busisiin nyo muna po bago nyo po bilhin yan. Kasi pag nadarating din yung mga chicken nyo, alam niyo ba, ito lang yung na-realize ko mas mabilis pa lang RTL business, not RTL, parang nagbebenta ng RTL kaysa paitlugin. Ito lang yung na-realize ko, kasi you only need 1 or 2 buildings. Tapos cycle mo lang yan. So every 4 months ka lang, maglo-load ka. Tapos after nyan, tatransfer mo na, bebenta mo na, tapos balik na yung capital mo, tapos gawa ka na naman ulit. I mean, mag-grow out ka na naman ulit. Whereas, yung pang-itlugin talaga is that, matagalan siya. So, mga 2 years, 3 years nga yung iba para paitlugin yung manok. Tsaka, minsan, ang daming problema guys when you have your RTL na kasi minsan nababasagan sa loob or minsan, nagkakasakit siya for no reason. Tapos yun yung sinasabi nila na it's fully vaccinated. Kasi, yeah, it's fully vaccinated. Pero hindi mo naman alam talaga gaano ka-effective yung vaccines mo. And at the same time, it doesn't mean vaccinated siya, hindi na siya magkakasakit. Kasi pareho nga natin, di ba? Vaccinated tayo, pero nagkakasakit pa rin tayo. So, yun nga lang, sabi nila, yeah, protected ka, pero it's not 100% assurance. So, ngayon nalaman namin, kasi yung na-experience namin ngayon since we started with ready-to-lay chicken nga was yung ready-to-lay, pagdating niya, yes, nangingitlog na, pero hindi talaga maiiwasan na nababasagan ka. Tsaka namamatay talaga ang manok. Parang minsan everyday may namamatay, depende sa sa kondisyon. At the same time, nung kinumpare ko siya sa nagre-rear kami, nag-grow out kami ng mga manok ngayon, so far, brooding lang talaga yung maselan. Ngayon, parang kampante lang talaga kami, na as long as walang sakit, okay na okay talaga. Meron nga yung isa, di ba, nagkasakit yung isang manok while nagre-rear pa kami. Like, they were still on the first month pa ata. Okay lang, nakasurvive actually ang manok. Kasi batang-bata pa yung manok. So, while bata pa pala yung manok, mabilis siyang gamutin. Whereas, nagsistart na siya ng lay, dun na nararanasan yung mandaming problema. So, guys, be very, very careful when you want to purchase you're ready to lay chicken. Ang dami na talaga ngayon na nagbibenta kasi dito lang namin talaga nako-compare na mas mabilis pala talaga magbenta ng RTL compared to magbenta ka na lang ng itlog. Though magbenta ng itlog, punta ka sa palengke and all, long term siya. Pero when it comes to capital, I think mas maliit yung capital mo sa RTL kasi nga isa, dalawang building lang yung kailangan mo, depende sa kapasidad mo. Tsaka dun ka na mag-ano sa mga chicken mo. Whereas, yung ready to lay, kailangan mo maraming building. Depende kung ilang gusto mong heads, diba? Tapos may cage ka pa nun. So, ayan. Tip ko lang sa inyo, guys. Be very, very careful. Coffee pala tayo, guys. So, it is, I think, 2 o'clock already. Hindi pa ako naligo. Anyway, I hope wala naman judgmental na mga viewers natin dito na. But kahit mag-judge kayo, wala akong pakialam. Sabi nga nila, be yourself, everybody else is taken. So, sa mga taong gustong magpa-impress sa buhay nila, all up to you. For me, I'm just being myself. Sarap ng kape. So, yun na guys. We're really thrilled to sell the apartment. Actually, hindi ko sinasabi sa asawa ko before na gusto kong ibenta to. He was actually just waiting for me to sell it. Kasi from the very beginning, project ko naman talaga tong mag-apartment. So, it was really a dream come true when we finally able to, fulfill it. Masarap parang feeling na mafulfill mo yung, isa sa mga pangarap mo sa buhay. Na-fulfill ko na maging flight attendant, na-fulfill kong gumawa ng sariling apartment. Tapos ngayon, may bago na naman kaming project. And one thing then I realized about life is that you should not be afraid to let go of things. Kasi dun ka lang mag-grow talaga. Tsaka hindi mo talaga makokontrol lahat. So, itong apartment na to, I felt different when finally sinabi ko na sa asawa ko na, sige, bibenta na natin tong, sabi niya, thankfully. As in, sabi niya, 120%, 200% daw support siya sa akin kasi hinihintay niya lang pala ako na magsabi na ibenta tong bahay or itong apartment na to. Kasi gustong-gusto na din niyang ibenta talaga kasi gusto niya ng bahay na medyo malapit sa baga, as much as possible yung farm na nga gawin naming kaya nga lang yung hindi pa namin makuha yung loob ng owner ng farm because yun nga, binibenta nila ng sobrang mahal. So, hindi namin kaya yun. So, ang gusto namin is malaking lupa tapos papatayuan namin ng sarili naming bahay. The bahay will be for sure maliit lang kasi bungalow. It will be for retirement. At the same time, close to nature. Yun talaga gusto namin. And we are also planning to build a commercial space na yung accessible sa, alam mo dito mga barangay guys. Alam mo sinasabi ng mga tao, walang pera sa barangay. Ay nako guys, yung pera nasa barangay, mga sulok-sulok dito, ang daming tao nasa bukid. Mas papalabas pa yun ng pera kesa mga tao dito sa sa city. Kasi doon may pera sila every week. So may sweldo sila. So kahit paano gagawin nila yung lahat na makakaya nila basta lang mabili yung gusto nila. Pero yung ideal talaga is groceries close by sa mga bukid-bukid ganon. So yun yung isa sa mga ventures namin, plano namin. If in case din hindi namin to bebenta tong apartment na to, yung bahay namin na sa subdivision, gagawin namin grocery, ng malaking grocery sa subdivision. Actually, wala pang nakagawa doon. Sari-sari store lang yung meron doon sa subdivision namin. So, yung mga bahay nila ginawa ng subdivision. So, yun sa amin, since up and down naman yun, whole house talaga yung plano namin gawing grocery house. Yung walk-in ba convenience store, parang ganon. So, that is the plan. Ang dami naming guys, ang daming options talaga. We are not closing our doors. Yun yung maganda, basta open ka sa lahat. So, again, thank you so much guys for sa mga concern about the apartment itself. I know marami kayong mga opinions and all, pero na-appreciate ko naman yung mga opinions nyo. Pero let's not go that far na magsasuggest tayo ng ganito dapat, ganyan dapat. Kasi you don't know the story behind it. Okay? Let's respect each other's decision. Kasi hindi tayo the same hindi tayo the same ng buhay. May iba-iba tayong priorities in life. Yung iba matanda na, so nasasayangan sa properties na ibenta. Kasi nga, of course, apartment passive income nga daw. Batang-bata pa kami guys, come on. Ang dami pa namin gustong gawin sa buhay. We're still very strong. So, hindi kami magsasayang ng oras namin sa isang bagay na matagal. So, kung kaya namin mabilisan, why not, di ba? Pero of course, kailangan i-diversify. Yun nga, sabi nila. Pero before kami magda-diversify, focus muna kami ng expansion sa isang bagay. Tapos pag-export na kami doon na kami magda-diversify. Ganun dapat. Anyway, thank you so much guys for being here. And I shall see you again tomorrow, okay? Bye!